as we do it every Thursday, where we talk about investment of the week. So today we are going to present you something very interesting, very informative, little bit out of the league. We are bringing every week some new project, some new information, and we are picking the best investment for that particular week as per our understanding. But today we are not going to do that. Today we are going to do something different. Before we discuss about it, let me welcome our another amazing partner. She brings a lot of information, a lot of news, views, and she works so hard to bring up those interesting projects for all of us every week. So let's see if. Hi, Lashika, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you really well.
We can't see you, Lashika. Where are you?
I'm right in the office.
No, but we can't see you. Is your camera off? No, we can't see you for sure. You can you see me? Hello? Hello, hello. All right, friends. I think Lashika is having some problem with the technology. So, guys, last week we talked about SaveMax app, SaveMax new website. I'm pretty sure by now you all might have downloaded SaveMax app. If you have not done so, please do it and give us some feedback. We are getting a lot of feedback from many of you, which we really appreciate that. So you can go onto your iPhone, your Android, and you can download SaveMax app where you can find out the value of your property, where you can actually get the listings in your neighborhood. And also you can be a nosy neighbor. You can find out what has been happening in your area, what properties are being sold, what new listings are coming. And the best part is that app is providing you up-to-date information. So the turnaround time on app right now is in between 15 to 30 minutes. So it is syncing with realtors MLS on a regular basis. So it is providing you an up-to-date information about all the new listings in your neighborhood. Right now, this is the first phase. This is the beta phase. So we are putting a lot of efforts to bring more information for you guys. So let's welcome Lashika Katyalji. Lashika ji, how are you?
I am very good, Mr. Raman. How are you?
I'm pretty fantastic. Lashika, I'm not able to hear you properly.
Let me see what I can do. How about now? Is it better?
It's fantastic.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So Lashika, we talk every week about some project. We bring investment of the week. I think we are going to do something different today. We are not going to talk about investment of the week because
Okay.
I think people have already spent all their money and they are not left with anything.
Okay.
Maybe we have to talk to people. How can they get money to make an investment? How is that?
Okay. That's very interesting.
So, before I talk about it, let's first hear from you. How was your week?
It was, I should say, crazy, but a good crazy, not bad crazy. It's very, very interesting time if I talk about, my time, my week in regards to work. It's very interesting meeting all these investors on daily basis. People are really out there. They really want to invest. They want to understand what options are out there, whether it's a high-rise market or a low-rise market. It's very interesting that they're so excited, they're so keen, and the amount of search they have done on their end themselves, the amount of knowledge they come in today's time, it's amazing.
Sometimes you don't get scared from those clients who are
No,
approaching.
I love I love it. I love it. That's what I've heard. People don't like when clients are telling you, no, I know about this, I know about that. It's interesting, it's challenging because that pushes me to be it pushes me to know more than them on daily basis. Raman,
Yeah,
are you still there? Yeah,
I am
okay.
still
I
there.
lost you there.
No,
So
no,
I was saying that when I know that, okay, this client is coming and he knows a lot already, I need to make sure that I know either more than him, or at least as much as he knows, right? So it pushes me to increase my knowledge too.
yeah. So, Lashika, we are going to talk about from where to get the money to make the investment. But before that, there's a big debate which is going in the market, and there are a lot of people who are talking about it. Either I should buy high rise or I should buy low rise. And I know you're very, I know. You are, okay, tell me why. Tell me why.
You know what I wrote on this board first? I wrote here, it's time to rise high. And I wanted people to understand from it
No, no,
that
no, no.
it's just
Then you're absolutely wrong. You should write, it is time for rising with Raman.
yeah, we're already doing that. We all are rising with Roman already, aren't we doing that? Yeah, so that's what I actually wrote. It's time to rise high, and how you do that? By investing in high rise. That's how you do that.
Yeah. And Lashika, it's very, very important in real estate. Timing is the most important thing. But guys, Lashika is very right. Like, sometime it all depends upon you, what is available in the market, what is in enough abundance of supply, and
Mhm.
where we are getting some shortage. So when it is an abundance of supply, at that point of time, you can get some good options out there.
Mhm.
But Lashika, I see a lot of challenge when I talk to investors, especially on one point.
Mhm.
They always buy the investment as they are selling it tomorrow.
Yeah.
How justifiable that is? And I always tell people, guys, you are buying an investment not to sell tomorrow. So don't look at the market what it is right now. You have to
Exactly.
understand the market after 3 or 4 years
Exactly. And
when
this
you are
is
planning to sell, right?
this is exactly what the very interesting factor that is happening these days. Everyone's talking about, let's say one specific project. No, the market is really good there, everybody is going there. Like, just because everybody is going after that one thing, is it really a good idea to pay that price for the hype that has been created? Are you going to sell it, as you said, okay, let me buy something which is sitting at a very, very, like, very popular, everybody's talking about it, people are lining up for that particular project or particular site. I buy it because it's very good value. But that good value is for today, not for 3 years later, not for 4 years later.
And Lashika, a lot of builders are taking advantage of that panicness in the market, and they are increasing the prices like anything. And
Like,
still, people are lining up to buy that. And sometimes I really feel awkward onto that, guys. It is not a good idea to buy when there is a big lineup. You have to
yeah.
make sure investment is all about buying the peace of mind.
Yeah.
It is more than buying the piece of land, more than buying the piece of paper, buying the peace of mind,
Peace of mind. Yes.
right?
Yes.
Now,
And
Lashika,
I
you
think,
said,
yeah, I think just like you're saying, buying that peace of mind, for some reason, I feel like people's peace of mind lies automatically, it generates where everyone is going. So just because there's that hype, everyone's talking about one particular project, one specific segment of the market, they just tend to follow the trend, I must say.
it is not just basically following the trend. It is basically we have become follower. We just go by like what our friends are saying. So it is like most of the time, Lashika, you might have seen like if you are having some stomach, you go and talk to your neighbor. Lashika, there's some disturbance coming on at the background.
Okay, 1 second.
So what happens is like uh, many times your neighbor, your friends, your family members,
Mm-hmm.
everybody who doesn't know about real estate gives you advice.
Mm-hmm.
And the best part is we always go by their advice. It is like the same thing that you are not listening to your doctor for your heart surgery and you are listening to your neighbor or your
Yeah.
friend or your family member.
Or
See,
Google.
oh my God, don't talk about Google. I always have an ego clash with Google. See,
Okay, okay.
you
I
go and
touched the
write on
good.
you go and write on Google like Raman, you will find an ego clash. It's gonna do boom.
I
Because I
touched a
think
good topic.
because I think I know a lot. Google thinks they know a lot. And most
She
of the time,
she I
It's
heard Google is a she.
how?
I don't know. That's what I heard. So I think that's why you have that clash there. No,
No, no,
you
I'm
you don't want to listen to her. She doesn't want to listen to you.
anyway, guys. So the most important stuff which we're going to talk is like from where to get the money for the investment, right? Many times this comes as a challenge to investors that they don't have enough money in their bank accounts. How to make an investment? So, Lashika, let me put an example to you. Let's say if I come to you and I
Mm-hmm.
say, Lashika, I'm going to give you $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to charge you only 2.5% rate of interest or maximum 3% rate of interest.
Okay.
And I'm going to introduce you to Sam, who's a
Mm-hmm.
third person. So the $100,000 which I am giving you or which you are borrowing from me, you can give that $100,000 to Sam,
Okay.
but Sam is going to pay you 20% rate of interest.
Okay.
And I guarantee you, if Sam doesn't pay you, you don't need to pay me.
Okay.
How is that option for you?
Well, I straight away made, if you said 3% and he's giving me 20, I'm in a win-win situation with 17. What else do I need?
So if you are making $17,000 with the
Mm-hmm.
complete assurance, you are
Mm-hmm.
being given $100,000. I am introducing you to Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Sam is paying you 20%. I am charging you 3%. And I'm giving you an assurance that, Lashika, you don't need to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
I will be taking care.
Mm-hmm.
I will be giving you the assurance of the safety of the money.
Okay.
I think it's not a rocket science. It's a simple math.
Yeah. So, sometimes it's difficult for people to believe something which is too good to be true. So the question that's going to come, how's that even possible? No, there must be some catch.
Okay. And I think this is what the biggest problem in people's minds. If they will always like, especially I'll tell you an interesting story. Like, clients, investors, they come to us and they say, oh, can you get me a steal of a deal? And when we bring the steal of a deal, they say, why am I getting it? Why they are giving me the steal of the deal? And I
Yeah.
always say, guys, this is what you were asking. If I'm bringing it to you, why are you thinking it is too good to be true? So
Then they
let's
start doubting.
so we were talking about 7% and 20% and 3%. So you are making 17%
Mm-hmm.
return on the
Mm-hmm.
money which never belonged to you,
Mm-hmm.
and with the safety and security.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you think it's a good option?
Absolutely. And then
Right?
I can invest that money wherever I
Something
want.
else. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Now, guys, from where you're gonna get the money? Let me share that with you. Majority of the time, the money is lying in our house,
Yeah.
but we don't know, right? I see so many people, they feel so happy. Oh, I have a mortgage-free home. That is the worst you can do to yourself. What does that mean? That you have let's say your house is worth $1 million and you have no mortgage on it. What does that mean? Somebody is using your $1 million, which is sitting in bank,
Yeah.
and making 17% return on it.
Okay.
Now it is your choice. You can do the same thing. But majority of the time, why people don't do that? First of
Mm-hmm.
all, they feel why good is happening to them.
Mm-hmm.
They say, I don't deserve good should happen to me. Why the good is happening to me?
Yeah.
And there are people out there who are taking advantage of that particular situation. I don't want my house to be mortgage free, Lashika. I want to make sure when I have some equity, I go
Mm-hmm.
and fold my hands, sit in front of the bank and say, guys, give me money,
Mm-hmm.
so that I can invest that money somewhere else. So they are giving me the money on 3% maximum.
Okay.
Right now, the rate of interest is 1.5 to 2%.
Mm-hmm.
And the same money, I'm investing it somewhere else to make 20% return for myself. So, Lashika, I'll give you an example. If somebody would have bought a $700,000 house last year in
Mm-hmm.
the month of July
Mm-hmm.
and put 20% down payment, which is approximately $150,000,
Mm-hmm.
they would have made more than $200,000 by now.
Wow.
And guess how much is the rate of return? It is more than 100% rate of return. What could be a better business? What could be a better opportunity than this? But
Absolutely.
most of the time, we are afraid, we are scared, and we listen to those who doesn't know real estate. We trust on those who, we call in pharmaceuticals or in doctors, there are quacks. Yeah, they are called quacks. Like, they don't know how to practice as a doctor, but they still keep doing it.
Hmm. Okay, so now I've understood that you're saying, um, for investment, first you need money. Where to get that money? You've given the idea. You've explained, okay, the interest rate or how you can play you 17%, 3%, 20%. So now we know we have the money. We know where to get it from. We might have it sitting in our own equity. Now the question comes, where should I invest that money? So just like in the beginning you said, when I was showing this high rise market, how will you answer that? Like, where should I invest that money in today's time?
So, Lashika, where should you invest the money? Wherever you are getting the unit.
Okay. So
Very
how does
simple.
on a consumer side, on a customer side, they're
Yeah.
always overwhelmed with so much of information. Like every
Yes.
single day, new project. Literally today I attended three different launches. So there are three different projects that launched today itself, and
Yeah.
clients are getting information from so many places. So how we can make it easier for them to choose what is right for them on that particular day or time.
So, Lashika, it is very, very important that you need to have somebody who has the right knowledge, who have the right information, and who can actually get you into the right direction. I
Mm-hmm.
always tell people, guys, if you are coming and telling me this is what you want to buy, then of course you don't need me many times, because you are coming to a professional, you are coming to a realtor, understanding that they know, they have a little bit better knowledge. Of course, I'm not saying everybody does, but yes, a good realtor, I would say. And you are looking for a professional advice and inputs from their side to give you the right guidance, to give you the right understanding of the markets.
Mm-hmm.
On top of it, it is very critical. It is very important for us to analyze different kind of projects, different kind of information, and see what suits best to your need. I always tell people, guys, our job is we are promoting lot many projects.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean every project suits to you? Does that mean every project fits into your own portfolio? No, that is not the fact, right? So it is a customized plan, I would say. I'll give you an example, Lashika. Let's say if there's a first time buyer, right, who is looking to buy a house to live,
Mm-hmm.
then I would look at so many different things. I would look at what is the workplace, what is their requirement as far as the schooling is concerned, how convenient it is for husband and wife to another amenities, because maybe they are driving just one car, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have to keep in mind their budget as well.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the buyer who is the second or third time buyer, who are well established here, they are having a car and all that stuff, then it's a different way I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to suggest them differently. Same is the case with investor. Let's say if a first time investor, right, and he wants to buy something in high rise, I would
Mm-hmm.
recommend them to go into the condo market, and that too in Toronto, because Toronto is the condo market, right? Early investors or somebody. Now let's say if somebody already have like 5 condos in downtown Toronto,
Mm-hmm.
I won't suggest them to go and buy a condo, a sixth one in downtown Toronto. I would suggest them to go and buy something maybe in Niagara Falls,
Yeah.
maybe in Kitchener Waterloo,
Yeah.
because you already have enough exposure over there
Yeah.
in Toronto market. Now you have to diversify yourself in different market.
Mm-hmm.
Many times I get people who wants to buy commercial as their first investment. I never
Yeah.
recommend that. I always tell them, guys, commercial is a long-term game. This is not the time for you to buy a commercial. First, learn, experience the market, and see how it is working for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody have a different appetite for risk. Everybody have a different resources,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
everybody have different attitude towards problems.
That is very true. So from that, last question for today. Just like you said, different appetite, different risk taking abilities. Um, when we're talking to a lot of investors, there's a common question that I get. This, which is in regards to condos, just like you're saying, people have this thought process that if they invest into condos, what is the guarantee that the price is going to be up 4 years later because the closing is 4 years later? The very common statement is, what if the market goes down? I know, I'm like, don't sell at that time, but their biggest fear is, we don't think condo prices are going to go up.
Okay. So many times it happens, Lashika. What if the market goes down? My answer is, what if the market goes up? So I asked them, okay, how many chances are there? How much chances are there that market is going to go down? And they always come up with 50-50. I said, then focus on the other 50. Forget about this 50.
Yeah.
You still have 50% chances of market going up. It all depends upon your perspective, which 50% you are focusing on. If you are focusing on the 50% where you are thinking market is going to go down, I promise you, you're going to get that.
I was going to say that. I'm like, and then they say, what is the assurance? The assurance is trust on the professionals. Trust the ones who are doing this, who are into this market day and night, who are studying the market. They can probably guide you better.
But Lashika, I'll give you an assurance. I have been into this country for almost 17 years now, 18 years now. I'm doing real estate from last 13 years. I've not seen market coming down anytime.
True.
Am I right?
Yeah.
And if the market is coming down, you're not selling because you are an investor.
Yeah.
Very simple logic. So if you don't trust on 13 years history of the market, see, even in the recession of 2007 and 2008, the market was pretty strong in GTA. Even during pandemic, look where market was going. What could be a better guarantee than this, that the market is on a strong footing?
Yes.
But guys, it all depends upon you. Like right now, if the question comes, okay, where we should buy, either we should buy high rise or we should buy low rise. Guys, right now, there's a good inventory sitting in the market for high rise. This is the time to buy high rise because you're getting good deals out there. And also builders started exploiting people, I would say. Builders started exploiting a lot many realtors out there. They are just creating so much hype on the projects, especially when it comes to low rise. They are just releasing 5 lots, Lashika, or 10 lots. And they know there are 3,000 realtors promoting their projects. And they are increasing the price after every 2 minutes. But the problem is people are still buying.
Yeah.
So guys, try to understand, if somebody bought that particular unit before you, $30,000 cheaper, and you bought that $30,000 expensive, there's a good chance you're going to lose the $30,000 when you're going to get the possession. So you have to be very thoughtful. You have to be very careful.
Yeah.
Right? And of course, you can go and take advice from the quacks because they are going to guide you.
Yeah, they're going to guide you right.
No, they're going to guide you in the wrong direction.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Right? So Lashika, it is not a good idea. I always suggest people, guys, please make sure, first of all, look at the credibility of that particular individual. If somebody is coming and selling you some product by telling you, okay, I'll give you $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 cash back, and thank you, good luck. Absolutely. Definitely that $4,000 is going to cost you $40,000.
Yeah.
Because try to understand, he's not giving you the product knowledge. He's not giving you the information.
He's just selling. And I feel like if somebody is discounting his or her own service, how are they going to benefit? How are they going to fight for you to get you a good deal when they can't fight for themselves?
Lashika, you know that we get a lot of blame onto that because of our $9.99 package that we are discounting our own service.
Well, people don't understand it then.
But no, Lashika, that is not discounting the service. That is being creative.
That is no, but in that case, you're giving clients the opportunity to choose what package they want, right? What
Yes.
kind of service they want to offer. In this case here, where people are promoting cashbacks, like, okay, you just buy from me and I'll give you this much cashback. As you rightly said, they might just don't know. They want the client to be attractive, to be attracted towards a specific project, to be attracted towards one specific unit which they are selling. So they're forcing them into that buy by attracting them by that cashback, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I meant, that, somebody who can't protect themselves, how are they going to protect the client?
Great. So Lashika, let's come back to the point which we were talking, that where can you get money, guys? So in your own house, you have a lot of equity which is sitting idle there, which you can
Mhm.
go to bank and use that equity on 2 to 3% rate of interest, and you can further invest that equity into some good investment where you are making 20 to 30% return. It's very
Yeah.
simple and easy to do. On top of it, you can always use your own personal, family, friends, and acquaintances. You can use their resources. You can pool the resources and can come up with an idea where you are putting that money into some real estate investment. A lot many people do that. Lashika, it is being lot many people do that creativity. And the third, another important thing where you can actually use money, especially when you're buying like pre-construction or high-rise condo, you can use your line of credit, which is sitting idle, doing nothing,
Mhm.
right? I know you will be paying a little bit interest onto that, but you're still making money onto it.
Still
And the
making.
fourth and most important thing, where you can get some money for the investment, 647-221-5780. All
Okay.
her,
Yes, for
all
sure.
this, and she can tell you from where to get money for investment. Am I right, Lashika?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was going to say that we haven't talked about one specific project today, but if you're still looking to know where you should be investing in today's time, definitely give us a call. We can discuss what is good for you. It all depends on individual cases. It's not like one project fits all. So definitely give us a call to know where you should be investing in today's time. But definitely next week we will be back with another interesting topic and an interesting project as well.
Thank you, Rashika. And would you be kind enough to share the projects which are coming very soon? Like, we are talking about Festival 2, we are talking about.
Grand festival. We're talking about grand festival in a grand way.
Yeah.
Trust me, Mr. Raman, when I go to the site, when I see the master planned community, when you actually see the model of the entire land that is being developed there, you will be mesmerized. I was very much attracted. I really liked the whole idea how Menkeys and Quadrille is bringing out and coming out with this whole development. There's a lot of commercial coming there. There are residential buildings, then there are offices, there is school, there's whole retail promenade they're building. So there's shopping mall coming, there's stores coming, and then these beautiful four towers, two of which were completely sold out within a week last year when during the pandemic, when we actually started working on this. Within a week, both of the towers were sold out, and now they're coming with their another towers, which we are calling the Grand Festival. So definitely worth looking into this development, which is about to come right in VMC1 Metropolitan Center in Vaughan, directly connected to the subway. So it's literally less than a 2-minute walk from the building to the subway. So very, very good project.
And also, Lashika, there are a couple of more projects which I want you to name them as well. There's one which is coming in Etobicoke again. That's a very
Yeah.
good project as well. What do you call it? The Mimico?
Yes, so that's the Granumiko. Again, very interesting location, directly connected. The GO station is literally just across the street. So if somebody is looking in Etobicoke on that particular neighborhood, it's Grand Mimiko Central. Very good location. Pricing is going to be very interesting for that specific project. And then, Mr. Raman, the another one, the Oscar Residences, which gives you feel like Oscar. So again, that is coming in Toronto as well. So these are some great upcoming developments where investors can take a lot of advantage. And then we also have something coming in Mississauga, which is the M4 by Rogers Development. They have sold three towers successfully. They have sold the first three towers. The first two are already like on very close to the getting finished in terms of construction. M3 will be done by 2024, and now the fourth tower tower will most likely be built by 2025. And when we talk about Rogers, we know the name, we know they take care of the quality really nicely, and they are literally changing the skyline of Mississauga. These are the highest towers which were going to be in Mississauga. There's nothing taller than them as of now. So really, really good upcoming projects: M4, Oscar, Grand Mimico, Grand Festival. So we've
So,
covered one. Yeah.
sorry. So, Grand Mimico is in Etobicoke. Festival, Grand Festival is in Vaughan.
Mhm.
Oscar is in Toronto, and M4 in Mississauga. So you've pretty
Mississauga.
much covered all the cities, huh?
All the cities,
You are
yes.
all around. That's good to know.
All the major cities, yes. You see the map behind me. We try to cover some really good opportunities for the clients when it comes to investing, because sometimes people are looking. I have a client who's living in Etobicoke, who lives in Etobicoke, and he's comfortable in investing where he's living. So he wants to invest in a condo, but he wants to be in Etobicoke because he likes the idea of being close to his investment property and visiting it whenever he wants. So he doesn't want to go far away. So there are different options
So,
available
Lashika,
for
would you
different
like to
people.
share your number? And Rutika is asking when we'll have the information for M4.
Okay, so Rutika, first of all, hi. We do have a lot of information on M4 already, so you can definitely give me a call. In terms of the exact pricing and the floor plans, we're looking either first week of April, last few days of March, or early April, first week of April for sure.
Okay. And Lashika, would you mind sharing your number as well with all our viewers? And thank you very much, guys, for joining us for today's session. Again, I apologize for being late. It's so much hectic schedule which is going on, and Lashika was busy with a client, so it keeps happening. Next week we'll try to be back at 5 o'clock. But I'm so thankful to all of you. In spite of we are changing the schedule a little bit, you are still joining us. What could be a wonderful and better audience than that, Lashika? So your
Absolutely.
number.
Absolutely. Thank you for all the love and support, guys. You can reach me at 647-221-5780.
Oh, I thought you said 647-225-5780.
You can reach him on that number as well. But if you like to talk to me, then it's 647-221-5780.
That's great. Thank you, Lashika, for joining us today. Thank you very much. Guys, have an amazing day ahead, and we will see you on Saturday, sharp at 12 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you.